Because today is my last day in Bali, and since I cannot go really far because I have a flight tonight, I thought I would answer some of you guys' questions that I got by email. I'll go through a couple of emails. Let's get started right away. A lot of people ask about brokers. Can you trust a broker 100%? Never. How do you pick the best broker? You cannot. You just have to pick one that you're satisfied with. You could pay a higher commission and have a better customer service. That could be helpful. But a broker that you contact and that doesn't reply is not really useful. Throughout my whole trading career, my personal account has always been with Oanda. I'll put the link below for you guys. And of course, there's always going to be this conflict of interest between the broker and the trader. Brokers want to make money. The more you trade, the more they make money. And you're going to want to trade to make money in your trade. You're not going to want to pay commission. So there's always going to be conflict of interest that it's always going to exist. So we cannot do anything about it. You just have to accept it. And when you pick a broker that you're satisfied with, you know that their customer service is good, you know that their platform is good, then you just like stick to it. Don't think about it too much. You're probably going to always think about whether the broker is screwing you up or is doing something wrong. And it's just gonna take you away from trading, which is your goal, your optimal goal, to trade right. Now there is this very recurring issue of leverage. How much leverage do you use? I don't even know. The thing is that I don't care about leverage at all, because I always risk 1 or 2% per trade, which means that all the time I'm gonna risk that like dollar amount of my account per trade, and the leverage is not gonna matter because you can place many trades. You're seeing only 1 to 2%, and the leverage is only there like on the side. You don't even think about it. So that's why I don't think about it. I think I have 1 to 30. I could have like $30 for $1 of my account. I just don't use it at all because I only risk a reasonable amount. I think leverage like up to 2,000 is for people who really want to get broke. They don't know what they're doing. So it's pretty much the leverage I use. Once you actually set up and you have a broker and everything is good with that, the question I get really often is about what do you look for, what do you consider? And here a lot of people are gonna like go in two ways: fundamentals versus technicals. You could look at the news or you could look at the charts, basically. Here's the thing: it's not the news that drive the market, it's people. People act based on the news, but you never know how people are gonna act. The news could be awesome, but people are gonna sell, or the news could be really bad, people are gonna buy. So if you think you know what people are going to do based on the news, then you can trade the news. But for me, I think it's too hard to consider, so I trade technicals. And this is where a candlestick pattern or an indicator will always be the same. You cannot really argue against the fact that it's a good setup or not. It's clear, and you don't have to think about what people think. Although I would say that it's not the technicals that matters, mostly how people react to the technicals that matter. You could have a chart with perfect technicals, but if people don't react, if people don't take action, it's not worth anything. What do you consider when you want to successfully trade? It's going to be the market phase. That's going to be the easiest thing to tell you, what's the relationship between the buyers and the sellers, and it's going to help you understand what are the possible moves. Is it going to be choppy? Maybe. That's going to help you know. Is it going to be pushing in a strong direction, making a trend, making a breakout? That's going to help you know as well. So that's really the first step for any fundamental, any other things. Because fundamentals, we said it, are difficult to understand. You might understand them, but you might not understand how people are going to react to them. But this is not going to help you place trades. Then you have to look at some other things. Price action, candlestick patterns, indicators, to help you determine whether you can enter the market or not. And that's where the past data is going to help you determine how successful you could be. It doesn't mean that because it's been like this in the past, it's going to be the same way in the future. And that's where the market phase helps you determine. If, for example, you trade breakout today and it's ranging a lot, you're not going to be successful. But if you trade breakout when the market is trending, you're more likely to be successful, of course. But it doesn't mean that past data is going to create success for you in the future, of course. That's why no one starts to trade live with a big account, right? Because you could try, it might fail, but you don't want to go live the first day with your big account. You have to test first. If it works live, then you scale up a little bit. You increase a little bit the position size. And that's always incremental. It's always scaling up. Not just going all in and making money. It's not the way it works. Because your edge in the market or the way you do things could disappear anytime. You could start to make money a lot, and then the next day you don't make any money. That happens a lot. There's traders who fail all the time because their edge, their way of making things, does not work anymore. You have to be really careful with this. I know this is like outside the question that was asked first, but I just want to address it because I know people are going to wonder, well, if I have stats and if I have data, can I trade and make money? Well, maybe, maybe not. You just have to test, you have to scale in, and if things do not work out in the end, you have to be willing to readjust. It's not because you've done things a certain way for a long time that you can expect the same success in the future. It's a good indication, but it's not guaranteed success. Speaking of which, you are never guaranteed to make money in the market. You're never guaranteed.
You don't talk anymore.
You're never guaranteed to win a trade. That's impossible. And if you complain that you've been losing too many trades in a row, that you lose more trades than you win, ask yourself for how long. Has it been only a week? Has it been 5 months? How consistent have you been with your execution? Have you done all trades according to the plan or not? That's a big factor. If your answer to this last question has been more than 5 months and very consistent, then you're doing something wrong and then you can readjust. But unless you've done this, there's no point of changing strategies, no point of trying stuff out. It's just a matter of being consistent and knowing that the odds are not always 100% that you'll win. Probably going to be closer to 50% in most cases. So the sun is coming down and the day is almost over, but it's just turning out for me. I'm gonna try to get the last look at the beach, see if the sunset is gonna be good, and then I'll go to the airport. Technically, because there's a lot of clouds, it's not the perfect sunset, but to me it looks pretty amazing. The color is just like wonderful, so one of the best sunsets I've seen so far. I'd say like maybe the second one, because the first one in Bali was better than this, but this one is pretty cool. So I'll head to the airport right now, kind of have to run, but it doesn't matter, the airport's like on the other side right there. If you go far, you see like planes coming on. There's one right there, not too far, it's gonna land. So I don't know how to get to the airport, it's not far, but I'll take a taxi anyway. I have to go back pick up my suitcase, so I'll go right now. Oh, and I just noticed that on the other side of this amazing sunset is an amazing moon. Let's check it out, it's amazing. That's the moon right there, but the boards kind of hide it a little bit. It's already been 3 weeks that I didn't enter an airport. I'm back at the Bali International Airport now. One thing I learned while traveling is to always leave for the airport early. Last time I was in Shenzhen, I almost missed my flight. And I'm waiting now. It's better to arrive in advance, I think, than to be late and miss a flight. So it's worth it. I have to say though, I really like the evening or night flight. It's like you can work your whole day, you can do whatever you want. It's as if you're not losing time at all. Like you're just going through your day, you go to your flight, and then you go to sleep. So it's pretty manageable. So I'm waiting a little bit and I'll go check in for the flight afterwards. That is just pretty much only one last question I want to answer today. And that is, what does it take to make money in the market? I think the big key to this is going to be consistency. That's super important. But I think here the question is more about how can I spot the best trade and take them. It takes a lot of rules. You cannot just jump in the market and expect that you will take trades or expect that you will spot the best trades. You have to have rules, and even if the rules produce bad trade, it doesn't matter. The goal is to have the same rules and to act on them consistently, meaning you take them all the time. You don't just follow the rules when they make money. You follow the rules all the time, even when they lose money, because that's what's most important in the market. Most often people think about not having the same rules. They think about finding the best trade, the right trade, at the right time. But it's not the way it works. The goal is going to be to find trades that fit your plan, not goals that are going to make money. Because you're never going to be able to find only trades that make money. You're going to find all the trades, you're going to take all of them that fit your criteria, and that might make money or not. You just have to accept it. So it doesn't take optimism, it doesn't take no fear, right? That's nonsense. Because you're going to have fear. You take the trade you should take anyway, or do you just freeze and do nothing? That's a big key also. You You cannot just jump in the market without any rules. So big key here. One of the problems I see though is people having too many rules sometimes. So the thing you want to do with this is that you want to write them step by step. What do you do first, second, third, and then how do you act? Right? So what are going to be the actions? You cannot confirm your trade with 1,000 things. It's going to be too hard to execute on. I must admit these seats are much more comfortable than all the other planes I've taken before. It's a City Link. It costs about $60 from here to Jakarta. It's pretty cheap and like seats are really good quality. This flight is about 2 hours, but because there's 1 hour behind in Jakarta, it's like an hour, so it's a pretty short flight. It looks like we made it to Jakarta. I love domestic flights. You don't have to go through the customs and everything. Just pick your suitcase and you go. That's so awesome. Finally made it to Jakarta. The city looks really big from that point of view now, and I'm pretty excited for the next couple of days. I'll be spending 5 days here in Jakarta, and I think it's going to be interesting. Tomorrow I'm meeting up with someone that I know a little bit. It's going to be really interesting to explore the city. So anyway, I'll finish it here for today, guys. If you liked it, comment below, let me know what you thought. Like the video, subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Ciao!